Good evening, this is Ginni Aneja, and this is your reading for the month of March 2022. Now, if you remember in my 2022 reading, when I did it for the year, I told you about certain things like politicians and rich people dying, being killed, about war, about riots and civil war. Well, there is a contradiction on the war in Ukraine. Some say it is civil war, some say it is attacked by Russia, or the civil war has been um, masterminded by Russia. Now, God knows what the truth is, but well, that was bound to happen. And that is going to continue in March. Uh, February was a master number of 44, and from 2nd to 22nd, the portals were open. Now, there are going to be a lot of dates in March as well when the portals are going to be open, and I will tell you about them later. Now, what will this month bring? Now, if you notice, the year is 6 and the month is 3, and we all know about the 369 combination being such strong numbers to manifest what it is that you want. A lot of people unfortunately use these numbers and a few other numbers for their black magic and spells and all. So why can't we do white magic? Why can't we do something, manifest, meditate, pray, do affirmations for Mother Earth for the betterment of humanity? That is one request I make to all of you. Please do that. This month, one, please be very positive. Two, think before you speak, and even think before you think. The moment you think something which you realize is not positive, say cut, cancel, delete, think positive. Thirdly, if you can find time, at least once, write down every day whatever comes to your mind, positive affirmations for yourself, for Mother Earth, for humanity, whatever that may be. Whatever is your bend of mind. If you want to be humanitarian and towards universal brotherhood and peace, then I would request you to do that. And if it is even just about you, even if you say, I am at peace, I am happy, you cannot be at peace and happy till the universe is at peace and happy. So even if you say that, I am contains the entire universe. So even if you say that, it's perfectly all right. Say, I am peaceful, happy, joyful, content, abundant, and prosperous. Now, 2022, with a 3, the addition, the numbers that it comes up to, it's going to bring more of civil unrest. It's going to bring more of collective awakening. This is the month. So today when I did a video with Dr. Vilas Jagdale, somebody asked me, when are people going to wake up? When is the awakening going to happen? Well, I believe this is the month that people will wake up. There will be a few days every month, but this, I believe, is the month when people will start waking up. Also, maybe November and December. And this is when people will start protesting in places that they already have not been doing. And of course, countries where people are protesting already, uh, things will escalate. War will escalate. There are certain dates where I believe that war will escalate. Also, there will be, since the total comes to a 9, a 3 and 6 adds to a 9. Accidents, natural calamities, uh, bomb blasts, attacks, murders, arrests. A lot of arrests and protests and riots. Now, other than that, like I said, for the year analysis, that a lot of politicians, famous personalities, a lot of people who probably are in power in whatever manner, they will be arrested. Some of them will die, and And this is going to happen over a couple of months. It's not just March, but it's already started in February. And it's going to go on for a couple of months. This is going to happen. And there will be also possibilities that they will not just die out of heart attack, which we all know why they are happening, but also due to accidents, murders, suicide, maybe. Now, one thing you need to remember is this month is a month of extremes. Depending on the number of the country, depending on the number of the city, depending on the number of your personal numbers, it'll be either too good or too bad. So, if it is prosperous, it's going to be extremely enriching and prosperous. Although, whatever is happening around the world, expenses are mounting, scarcity is expected, as Dr. Vilaj Jagdale said. And if war happens, yes, there may be a lot of things that the people may have to sacrifice or actually pay extra for. And we don't know how long this war is going to go on. As far as I'm concerned, I think the war has just about begun. Probably this is a prelude to the real war, which may actually happen in 2024. Uh, Next year will be a continuation with a lot of disappointments, but let's not get into that. The other things that I see happening, other than natural calamities like storms, volcanoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, I see a lot of a lot of clashes happening due to religious regions and reasons. Now, this I'm not saying only because of whatever is happening in India about certain, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to take those names. I don't want to get into politics. So, we all know what is happening. uh, I'm not saying because of that, I'm saying because of the numbers. I feel that there will be certain clashes which will be based on religion, and the dictates of religion, and clashes between sects who are sects, sects who are fanatics. And other than that, I also see issues cropping up with the LGBT community. If you ask me why am I saying this, I have absolutely no idea, but this is what has come to me, and this is what I feel. And I think that this issue is probably going to crop up out of nowhere. And trust me, a lot of issues are going to crop up out of nowhere suddenly. I mean, you wouldn't know what hit you. And with the war, there may be certain political issues related to land and borders that will come up with the various governments in the world. And we all know who face all these kinds of issues. There's India, Pakistan, there's India, Kashmir, there's Israel, and there's Turkey and China, you know, mainly this side of the world. I wonder why there are no such issues in Europe or America. Well, let's not get into that. Now, when it comes to health, I've already said accidents, hospitalization, sudden health issues will crop up. Even like if you're talking about sudden events happening at the world level, there will be issues, health issues personally, which will suddenly come up, and it you won't understand the reason why it came and when it creeped into your life. Fractures, accidents, fire, hospitalization may happen out of the blue. You may be forced to go on bed rest. There will be digestion issues. Because of digestion, there may be some gas issues that will, trouble you, which can cause further complications. Other than that, migraines and headaches, stress related issues, nightmares, sleeplessness. So a lot of people will feel all these issues out of nowhere, where they've never really had these issues. I mean, it happened with me in January. I've never had headaches, but every other day I was facing that. Well, this is the month where I feel people at large will face it. The other issue that people will face is depression and loneliness, or depression out of loneliness, Now, this does not mean that they're going to suicide. No, I do not see that possibility. That was more in February. Uh, Not really, but yeah, kind of. But definitely not this month. I don't see it. One or two stray cases, maybe if it becomes, because as I said, this month is extreme. This month is about extremes. It's a 9 month. So, yes, if somebody really goes into, please reach out to people around you who may be alone, lonely, depressed due to whatever reason. Please reach out to them. Try and spend some time with them if you can, or make them feel good if you can. Not if they're compulsive depressed people, who've been depressed for years and years. Then yes, definitely this year and this month would probably be worse for them. Now, coming to finance, again, the same thing applies, extremes. So either so we all know who are the people who are really going to make a lot of money. They're going to be prosperous. uh, Pharmacy, not really pharmacy, but yeah, maybe doctors, surgeons, orthopedics. um, there will be event organizers, there will be social media people. These people will make a lot of money. News channels, mainstream media, they are going to rock it. A lot of these politicians and religious leaders and all of these people, yes. There is a lot of money that, even on a personal level, there will be people, depending on the numbers, that they will grow. The money will escalate, the income will escalate, and I'm happy for them. But on the other hand, there will be people who will just deteriorate badly because of in the last 2 years, we've had the lockdown, the income has been bad. There will be a lot of people who will probably give up their jobs or will be forced to give up their jobs, especially in countries where they're massively affected by the war. Uh, I believe India has uh, is helping Ukraine with some material. I don't know how far this is true, but that's been said, and that may create a kind of a scarcity in India. But um, I think Indians are capable of managing it. And so the expenses may go higher, with the share market crashing, with all over the world, and with the gold going higher. And later on, of course, in the coming months, we'll see how that goes. But right now, this is the scenario. Other than that, there will be fast changes as far as people in business are concerned. um, they would probably change business. It would probably prosper at top speed for some people, especially possibility of farmers. For some, it's just a rise, and for some, it's a downfall. uh, Depending on, not the farmers, I'm generally talking about business, depending on what business you are in. uh, Other than that, drugs and illegal business, crime, I see chances of that going up. I see, especially after the 28th of March, when Mars and Venus move into Capricorn and the moon is also there and five planets are coming together. So, what you see here, the war and all happening, it's all an effect of that which is yet to happen. So, imagine when Mars actually moves into Capricorn and it's conjunct with Saturn. Imagine what's going to happen. It's going to be literally a bomb blast happening in everybody's heads in the world, and it'll uh, mainly affect the. So it will definitely affect the media. It will definitely affect the film industry because Venus is along with it. It will definitely affect social media because Mercury is there. Um, Television, and other than that, there will people will be very confused, uh, especially after April, because Rahu is going to move into Aries. But okay, we'll talk about that in April. Now, with the war, happening there if the other countries, which I feel, I have a feeling that there may be certain countries which may join the brigade, end up joining the brigade, although right now you see no signs of it. That may escalate things, and that may, because of poverty, because of business and jobs and issues, with people, that there is a possibility of crime rates growing up. So just be a little careful. Now, as far as relationships are concerned, it being a 45-9, I feel out of the blue, last minute, wedding plans will have to be cancelled, or people will break up due to certain issues uh, last minute. Other than that, there will be breakups in relationships, is what I feel. Um, the permanent kind. So I wouldn't say divorce, but yes, there is a possibility. Um, it may be due to all kinds of reasons. People, on the whole, in spite of having so many people around, or friends or family or neighbors, they will have this feeling of loneliness. They will have nightmares. They will have, oh, so I have a feeling that some, with all the deaths happening around, there is a possibility that some people may be plagued. And of course, being a 369 month, black magic and rituals that the elites and illuminatis and all do, it may be possible that there would be a lot of spirits around which may suddenly become active due to somebody. I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's just a thought that came to me, so I'm just saying it because I feel I'm meant to say it. This generally happens with all my readings, be it numerology or tarot. It's just intuition, whatever the angels tell me. I'd rather say it than keep it in, because later on I realize that it's actually happening. Maybe you wouldn't realize. Um, a lot of times people don't realize, but the more you start awakening, the more your intuition starts opening up, the more you start noticing these things and experiencing these things. Now, coming to dates, I did not do this last month, but there are certain dates, like I spoke on the afternoon video that I did with Dr. Vilas Jagdale. Somebody asked me about the portals and the dates. So that is the reason I'm doing this. I'm just going to give you an overview of the most important things. The other things on a daily basis, the day numerology, I will keep posting on Instagram and Twitter, and maybe or maybe not Twitter, and my Telegram group. I try. Sometimes I do it on one and forget on the other, but I will try my best. Um, so the portals will be open on the 3rd of March. So it's 336. Okay. And so that is an important date. And it adds to another three. So that is going to be important. The portals start opening on the 15th of March. That is 636, which adds to a 6. And it goes on till the 25th of March. Okay. Then on the 5th of March, I see war escalating. On the 7th of March, there may be other countries that may join in. On the 10th of March, there is a possibility of a warlike situation worsening. So, as it is, a lot of other countries, if they are joining in, it's just going to get worse. This is what I feel. And the other date after that is 14th of March. Uh, although it's more like, again, 14th is another 59, 5, 5, 9. Okay. So this was the numerology for March 2020. And in case you need a personal numerology, you know exactly where to get in touch with me. My email address is ginni.mysticpal@gmail.com. My Telegram group or my social media is Ginni Aneja 11. Telegram group is also Ginni Aneja 111. And Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share this.